Coach's Corner continues with Wildcat football. Ponca City Wildcats this week back on the road for the last time this season as we travel to Claremore for a district game on Friday night. Ponca City lost in a ball game last Thursday to Sand Springs, 44-21. Coach, I know that you don't like to lose, but quite a ball game on Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was some positives. I mean, came out of the halftime with that interception by Austin Fry. That was a positive moment in the game. I thought I thought some individuals battled. We're a banged up football team, and so when I say that, I've never this is my fourth year here. We've never been this banged up in any of the past seasons, and we really are. So I admire the courage of some of those guys out there that are, they're every time they step, it's a painful feeling or a bruise. They got bruises all over or hurt things all over. Some more serious than others, and some of them are still out there playing. So I really applaud them for that.
Well, and again, no coach is ever going to use an injury as an excuse, and I'm not either as a broadcaster, but we had 7 position players that normally would start, a couple of those both ways, 7 positions out of the 22 that did not play on Thursday night. Coach, there were guys out there that maybe had played a little special teams. You had to go pretty deep onto the bench, and I'm like you. I was amazed that we were able to hold up as well as we were.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, Sand Springs, just again, they're on the last 4 or 5 years, their football program has been very consistent, and they're still up there competing at a high level. So you got to give a lot of credit to them. But to answer your question, the facts are we are, there are guys playing some positions. Let's take wide receiver that really. On the depth chart, we're either second or third on the depth chart. They're having to start right now, and so, guys that you already, that are really focusing on another position, maybe on the other side of the ball that we had to pull back over and get them caught up in 1 week. So we've had hadn't fully played since August that position. So we've had to do a little bit of that, and execution's been a little rough. Partly because of that, and just partly because we're just not the same team we were a few weeks ago, and so it's hurt on both sides of the ball right now, and that's what we're having to deal with.
Well, for the fans out there, Ponca got down 20-0, and a lot of times that could be tragedy, and you never come back from that. Coach, we scored a touchdown. And then right before the end of the first half, they had a chance to score and go up by 3 touchdowns again. And we had a goal line stand, which really swung the momentum back to your team.
Absolutely. Football's game momentum, and really proud of our guys. They stepped up there, especially on that goal line stand, and really answered the call on the defensive side. And so, I couldn't agree with you more. That was a very, there was parts of this game that were very fun to be a part of, and it was good to see our guys execute and win that victory.
With 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, as Coach alluded to, junior Austin Fry intercepted a pass and returned it for a touchdown. And Coach, right then, you're down 20-14, a lot of momentum, and we're in the third quarter. So I'm sure you were excited at that point. Sand Springs was able to take over the game from there, but still, it was a great play by him and a great time for our team.
Absolutely, yeah. We were pumped, and at that point, you didn't know where the thing was going to go at that moment, but and then at that point, Sand Springs really did as far as they stepped up, and we had at that point I think we're getting a little tired. Obviously, defensively, we were a little we were a little outmanned up front, and I think that wore us down a little bit as time went on.
Sandites went on to a 44-21 victory, and this week Wildcats will travel to Claremore. And I said, we only had 4 road games this year, but a couple of them were really, really long, including this week's game at Claremore. And I kind of talked about it on the radio, but you look at some scores of comparison, and Claremore looks like they're playing about as we are. So this could be a really good ball game.
Yeah, it could be a good ball game, and they're better than they were a year ago. They're improved. They run a kind of an unconventional offense in today's standards, kind of a wing or a single wing type action where you got guys coming from the side full speed, and guy you don't know where the ball's going and are running towards, and so you kind of got to find the ball, who's got it, type thing, and then a lot of tight formations, big guys up front, so. we're going to counter that, put as many big guys as we can up front at this point, all hands on deck. So we could see a lot of two guys playing the whole game in this week. And Claremore is much better than they have been as far as than they were last year, and they get our respect. You're right; the scores are exactly the same or close to the same of what we're doing. So we have a lot of respect for them and are going to work hard this week.
Well, in respect to Claremore, I think it's safe to say that these games leading up to the Claremore game, your guys knew they would have to play just about perfect to win. And although they came up a little bit short, maybe there'll be a little bit of that re-energize of, we beat these guys last year, we shut them out, let's do it again.
Absolutely. Yeah, we need some energy, and hopefully that, as what you said, hopefully our guys come there approach that way. That's how I'm going to sell it to our guys, and hopefully we can get that energy going.
Very good. Coach Allen with us on Coach's Corner as the Wildcats take on the Claremore Zebras on Friday night. For the coach and for Chris Adams behind the camera, I'm Phil Turney.